All right, today we are doing solution-focused therapy. We'll be doing miracle question, goal setting, and then also scaling questions and trying to incorporate the other elements as well. My client today is an adolescent who is having issues with her parents. So we'll get started. Thank you for coming in today. Tell me a little bit about what brought you in here to talk.
Well, lately I've just been feeling really frustrated with everything that's going on. I've been fighting with my parents a lot more, so Mom really wanted me to kind of come in today too.
Yeah.
But I think it's good too because, we've just been fighting so much and they don't understand everything that's happening in my life. I have a new boyfriend, and so I want to spend time with him. I'm trying to keep my grades up in school.
Yeah.
I'm playing soccer, and they're still being very demanding about everything that happens at home and wanting me to help with my younger siblings, and I'm feeling really overwhelmed and frustrated.
Yeah, it sounds like you are juggling a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what year are you in school?
I'm a junior.
Junior, so kind of as you're working through all of this stuff, you said you guys are fighting a lot more. When did you notice that switch?
I would say probably around the start of school. So back in August, and
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, maybe it was because everything picked up and everybody's more tired. But yeah, that's about when.
Yeah. What frustrates you the most about these arguments with your parents?
I feel like they just don't hear me. They're not respecting my voice and my opinion on things.
You'll be locking the front door in about 7 minutes.
Thank
Okay.
you. They don't respect my voice and my opinion on a lot of things, and I don't know, it really frustrates me. I'm almost 18. I'm going to be going to college in a year and a half. They should really be listening to me and valuing my opinion, especially if they expect me to take care of my younger siblings and to make straight A's and to do all of this other stuff.
Right. So there's a lot of pressure, and then also you want some respect and trust, it sounds like, with all the responsibilities that you do have.
Yeah.
Yeah. If things were to change and, next week you woke up on Monday and went throughout the week and it looked exactly how you would want it to look, and, you felt respect and everything was moving in such a way that felt supportive of you, how would you first notice that?
I think I would notice it fairly quickly, instead of, when I get up in the morning, I get myself up, I get dressed, and then I go downstairs to have breakfast with the family, and I think I would just notice it a little bit more quickly, because Mom's usually griping at me, well, what tests do you have today? Have you studied for these tests? And I feel like if things would change, it wouldn't be, well, what have you not done? It would be more like, well, I hope you have a good week. What are some great things you have coming up this week? I feel like that would be one way that I would be like, oh, wow, this is different.
Yeah. Have there been times where there have been elements of that recently that you've been able to capture? Maybe give a little bit of hope.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago when I got home, I don't remember what day it was, but I had gotten home early from soccer because we had just had practice, and Mom sat down and just asked me how my day had been, and instead of asking about tests or quizzes or all the other stuff that she normally nags me about, she just asked how my day had been, how my friends were, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And if you could, from that moment, kind of on a scale of 1 to 10, explain where you're at right now, the times when you're fighting with your parents and really don't feel good about pressure of what's going on versus that moment as maybe being what on the scale? Would that be a 10? Was that an 8?
It would probably be around an 8.
Yeah. And what are some things that you noticed you did differently, if any, in that interaction with your mom?
I think I was in a really good mood that day. It had been a good day, and so I think I was probably more positive and more excited to talk about stuff. And I mean, a lot of times when I get home, I'm just exhausted, and I really don't care to talk. And I usually have about 2 hours worth of homework, so, and I get home late because of soccer, so I usually just go straight up to my room and start working.
Wow, yeah.
And so I guess I was probably different because I was, excited. It had been a good day. I was home early, and I just felt better about things and not so overwhelmed by everything.
Yeah. Do you have conversations with your parents where they do hear from you about just the amount of pressure you have and the logistics of, like you just explained to me, the homework and all of that other stuff? Do they know how you're feeling about all of that stuff?
I mean, I try to talk to them about it sometimes, but they always, my dad feels like it's a virtue to be busy and to be doing things. So I know that I try to bring it up to them, but I don't know if they hear me.
Right.
Like, I don't know if they understand what I mean when I say I'm overwhelmed.
Right. What is something, if anything, that you can think of in the past where you felt like they did hear you and you were communicating on a good level together?
It was maybe a year and a half ago. I was really trying to decide if I wanted to pursue soccer or if I wanted to pursue another sport. I had played basketball a little bit too, but I was really trying to decide between the two because I knew I couldn't do both. And so that was a time when they really respected what I was saying about if I did both, I would be overwhelmed. And so that was when they really encouraged me to seek out what I wanted and to choose an option to pursue.
Right.
And they were very supportive with whatever I did with that.
Yeah. So maybe having those types of conversations again.
Yes, I think that would definitely be something we could go for.
Awesome.
Yeah.